these skies of a different light. Why noise that keeps me up at night? I can't help but think back to you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Alejandra Rose. I'm so happy to see you guys all here on my channel today. But I am under my blankets, I am on my bed, and I am wearing my Beast shirt. So, did you know we all love Mr. Beast? Anyway, I wanted to thank you guys for sticking with me, and let's get on to the video. So the other day I was on YouTube and I was watching Lucas, and I can't say his last name, so I'll just put it here. If you guys don't know who he is, or if you look at him and he looks familiar, it is because he is an OG YouTuber. He had a channel back in the, you know, early era of YouTube. Stay hydrated, guys. Get your hydro flask. Stay hydrated. If you guys don't know what Fred is, I'll try to put a video somewhere up here.
Hey Jen, I'm gonna ding-dong ditch Kevin's house. Take that, Kevin, that's what you get for throwing a Maybasket at me, you jerk.
Anyway, I was watching one of his videos and he was talking about childhood shows. A lot of things that YouTubers, commenters are doing right now is they're doing different things. They're rating different things and putting them in a different tier chart. So what he did is he took TV shows that he watched as a child and he put them in the different ratings. I will be doing that too. And I was looking at a lot of the shows that he was talking about. And I know a lot of those shows because of, you know, pop culture. But I realized that I didn't even watch half of those shows growing up.
2008 teenager because of watching Disney Channel. Me, a hot Cheeto girl because of watching horror movies since I was in my mom's womb.
I grew up with cable, but I didn't grow up with Disney. I didn't grow up with Disney.
From the rocky shores of Hawaii to the beautiful sandy beaches of Hawaii.
And I watched some of the weirdest shows that nowadays I'm like, why? How? When?
Where?
And it's not like your typical shows, like I wasn't watching Family Guy or The Simpsons. I was watching things like Celebrity Deathmatch, Mr. Meaty, and if you guys don't know those shows, we're going to talk about them today. The first show we're going to talk about is The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Now, I'm going to read the description. It came out in the United States. It had 6 seasons, 77 episodes. It first came out August 24, 2001, which means I was 4 years old, so I didn't watch it until I was older, a little older, and ended October 12, 2008. It's an American animated television series created by Maxwell Adams for Cartoon Network and is the 14th of the network's cartoons. It follows 2 children, Billy, a slow-witted, happy-go-lucky boy, and Mandy, his dark, cynical best friend, who after winning a limbo game to save Billy's pet hamster, gained the mighty Grim Reaper as their best friend in eternal servitude and slavery. And this is from memory because I remember watching the show so many times. My mom said we would always watch it. She always thought it was weird because she let us do our thing. And I don't remember too much about it. So I am going to put some clips of the show here.
Assure you, your suspicions are completely unfounded. Mandy and I are only here to help you.
It's a Grim Reaper with 2 kids. But just like the way the characters look, everything about it is so funky. It's not the weirdest thing I've seen growing up, but it was a little strange to think I was watching that. I'm gonna look up reviews of Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Somebody said, an overall solid and very fun piece of entertainment. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy was among many of the most infamous post-Golden Era Cartoon Network shows. It is one of those shows that was unexpectedly contributing to the meme culture. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy was considered comedy horror. So let's rate it. When I was young, did I think it was creepy? I'm guessing not. From what I can remember, not. And from what my mom says, we didn't either, so I'm gonna give it a 1. Now, would I watch it now? I would give it a 5. I think I would totally watch it now too. From 1 to 5, is it creepy? I would give it a 2. It's a little weird, but I don't think it's super creepy. Okay, the next one did have a poll for this one. Did you ever watch Flapjack on Cartoon Network as a kid? Did you ever? And 84% of people said yes and 16% said no. This was in English in the United States. It was 3 seasons, 46 episodes. This one started on May 2007 and then ended in August 30, 2010. It is an American animated television series created by Thurrow Van Orman. I'll put it here for Cartoon Network again. 2 out of 2 for Cartoon Network. That premiered in the United States. It was about Flapjack, a naive young boy who is raised by a whale named Bubby, and is mentored by a crusty old parrot named Captain Knuckles. Together, the trio spend their days in Stormalong Harbor, where most of the show takes place, while on the search for the elusive Candied Island. We do a lot of references to teeth and cavities, and it's just so raw. Like, I'll have to just, I'll show you.
Oh! So that makes
Just like, it's a different type of humor. You really gotta like it to know it. But anyway, Flapjack was like one of my favorite shows. There's just like a kid wonder to it, but yet it's extremely raw. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Okay, so now I'm gonna look up the reviews for Marvelous. I spell Marvelous. So one person said, it reminds me of Courage the Cowardly Dog, and that's one of the greatest compliments I can give it. It's creepy and awesome and even better to watch as an adult. I grew up watching the show, and I feel like writing a fan letter to Thurrow Van Orman. Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack is considered your fantasy, comedy, animation, surreal humor. Now, let's rate this show. Okay, and as a child, did I think it was creepy at all from 1 to 5? I'm gonna give it a 1. I did not think it was creepy. Adult, would I watch it again? I would give it a 5. I would totally watch it now. Was it weird and creepy? I would give it maybe a 2.5, let's say. Okay. The next show is not from Nick. It's not from Cartoon Network. It is a show from MTV, okay? MTV. I was watching MTV. It's called Celebrity Deathmatch. Do a poll for that, and I asked you guys, did you ever watch Celebrity Deathmatch as a kid? 58% said yes, and 42% said no. So Celebrity Deathmatch was in the United States for 6 seasons, 93 episodes. It was first aired in 1998. Celebrity Deathmatch is an American stop-motion claymation series.
I don't care about my haters, and if you want to fight me, then fight me.
Okay.
It was a parody of sports entertainment programs. It depicted various celebrities engaging in highly stylized professional wrestling matches.
Which one of you is Brittany?
I'm sick of you stealing my shtick, and now I'm gonna stick it to you.
And a lot of times, these celebrities were bleeding, with broken bones, with hair ripped out. There were little clay things, but still, I remember there was cursing in it, but it is considered dark comedy parody. Okay, so Celebrity Deathmatch, let's go look at the reviews. So one of the Google says lots of carnage, lots of funniest moments, and lots of great episodes will even make my day so happier. It's one of my favorite shows back in the day since I was 5 years old. It brings me back to so many memories. I would even say it's a bone-crunching smash hit A+. Forgot to do my review. As a child, did I think that show's creepy? I think I knew that it was not okay, like super okay. So I think I'd give it a 2. As an adult, would I watch the show? I would not watch the show. I don't think it's fun anymore for me. Now, as an adult, do I think it's like creepy or weird? I think it definitely is. I would give it a 4. Okay, next is Courage the Cowardly Dog. That's a very popular and famous one. It's got a lot of good like horror moments, and you guys know that thing. What's that thing called? The screaming thing, the Uncle Fred episode. Do you guys remember that? Yeah, it was Freaky Fred. That's what it was called. And he was so freaky. I hated it. That was the creepiest episode of the whole show. But let's read the Wikipedia for those of you watched Courage the Cowardly Dog. I keep trying to say Coward the Couragey Dog. Did you ever watch Courage the Cowardly Dog? 73% of you said yes and 27% said no. Again, 4 seasons, 52 episodes. That's very little for such a good show. It started February 18, 1996 and ended November 22, 2002. But it was in 1996 when it started. So she was still kind of at home with her little brothers watching this. She didn't have me till 1998, so then she just watched it with me, and I watched it when I was older. I kind of know the gist of it. It was an old man and an old lady couple, and they had a dog, and they lived in the middle of nowhere, and a lot of weird things happened. And the dog is always very like a scaredy cat, but the old man was really mean to him. I would always scare him and prank him, and the old lady was really sweet, but there was always a lot of creepy things happening to them, and of course poor Courage was always scared, but I think he always tried to defend them at least.
Me to be quite naughty.
Also, I said the title character is pink, but I'm pretty sure he's purple. Courage the Cowardly Dog is purple. I don't know why they said pink. I hate when people say pink when something's obviously purple.
It's disgusting.
This is considered a comedy horror. Since I was a kid, I was already watching scary things. Did I know it was creepy? And how creepy was it from 1 to 5 as a child? I think for me as a child, from 1 to 5, it was probably 4 creepy. As an adult, I'm gonna give it a 5. So I would definitely watch it as an adult. On Google, it's got 4.9 rating. Makes sense. Courage the Cowardly Dog is a children's horror cartoon masterpiece. It manages to have fun with its audience in its strange and cartoonish way while still being downright horrifying. There are so many episodes buried into your memory from really they got really good reviews. Yeah, it's a 4.9 show. So I was watching quality things as a child. Comedy horrors, but I was watching quality comedy horrors. We finally made it to the creepiest show in the whole wide world. I think this one's the one that got like the least people watch. Yeah, so I said, who watched Mr. Meaty as a kid? 13% said yes, 87% said no. This is from what I remember. I'll add on whatever I see here on the Wikipedia. Mr. Meaty was a show with 2 kids. I think one of them was Nick, and I want to say Josh and Parker. Josh and Parker, that's right. I worked at a hot dog stand? A fast food restaurant, that's what it says here. In the mall, and they get into all these weird, like, adventures. This was made in Toronto. This is what the Wikipedia says now. Mr. Meaty originated as a series of 70 shorts that appeared Nickelodeon, United States, and Canada. Oh, they were shorts. That makes sense. So the genre for Mr. Meaty is comedy, teen sitcom, puppetry, horror, and surreal comedy. I'm telling you, all I watched as a young kid was comedy horror. Meaty centers a pair of teenage boys working at a fast food restaurant in a mall. The nerdy, glutinous, awkward Parker Dinkelman and the popular, charming, uncaring, self-centered Josh Redgrove. The boys are often placed in bizarre, supernatural, grotesque situations. They are also seen dealing with common teenage situations such as dating and peer pressure.
Yeah, it happens all the time. It happens to me all the time. Here, I'll show you.
And then, voila! You have a delicious and nutritious snack. Yeah, the crunchy parts are my favorite. Here.
I remember there was one episode where there was something about a meat grinder and they were grinding a sausage. and one of the boys was looking at that and like making like grotesque faces because it was like hurting him in a way, you know what I mean. The reviews for Mr. Meaty. I don't gotta go to work. Oh, I can't sing that. One person said, I love the show while I was growing up, even though there were some creepy portions of the show. It is pretty much a guilty pleasure. I do recommend the show for those who haven't seen it. But he said, very funny stone humor show, and definitely one of a kind at the time. The puppets at first glance are unnerving, but you will get used to them after a few episodes. This show sadly ended early. My favorite character was Josh because he was funny, and I love the episode where Parker gets a tapeworm inside him from eating raw meat, and then he has to take it out, but then a guy comes over and eats it after he takes it out of his throat. Why did we watch those kind of shows? I don't understand.
Hey guys, Future Kenya. I do want to tell you guys that this show was shorts. So let's say you were watching SpongeBob or Drake, and instead of going to commercials, it would show you a short from Mr. Meaty. So of course, kids didn't really know that was coming up, and so parents were concerned and complained about it, and the show got canceled. Also, vegetarians complained about it because they always crack jokes at vegetarians, but I found them to be funny and I didn't find them to be offensive as a vegan, so I don't know. That's that's on them. But let's get back to the video.
I don't know, but I remember it was a really like funny and good show. So let me rate this show now. As a kid, how disturbing did I think it was? It was definitely, I definitely knew it was a 4. As an adult, do I think it's super disturbing? I do. I think it's a 5. Would I watch as an adult? Hell yeah. Like, it's still really funny to me. But, really? Okay, so that was the end of my ratings of creepy shows I watched as a kid. Tell me what creepy shows or weird shows you used to watch as a kid. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you're gonna try and watch one of these shows. If you guys enjoyed this video, I love you. My camera is stopped, so bye.